welcome to we're changing the name of this, right? I mean, this is now the Todcast, not the podcast. So make sure Kyle came up with that. He thinks he's funny.
I like it.
No, I think it's okay too. It's fine. They wanted to go with the TED Talk. They wanted to go with Tod Talk.
The Tod Talk. I like that one too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can compete with the TED Talk. So let's just go with the Todcast and see how that works out. So hey, a new face on the team. Wanted to spend some time just kind of getting to know you so that all of our clients and our people out there who watch us can get to know you as well.
All right.
So what do you want to tell us? Why don't you start with your full name?
Sure.
Social security number, date of birth, all that stuff.
I won't go that far, but my name is Alyssa McArthur, and I just joined the team a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so let me ask. So it's kind of interesting. We met like 3 days before I was leaving to go on vacation.
Yes.
And it was kind of weird because, I don't know if you know this, but I probably haven't been on a vacation like I went on in 10 years.
Really?
Like I don't typically go away for a week or 10 days. I mean, the real estate business doesn't really
allow it.
I mean, it allows it to a point, but it's just kind of more my personality type. I don't like to be away. I guess the real truth is this might sound really weird, but I don't like to be away from my bed that long.
I hear ya.
sleep in a different bed for a couple of days or 3 days, and I'm ready to go home. I want to get back in my bed with my pillows.
For sure.
So I do kind of struggle getting away from town a little bit. So I was going on an 11-day vacation, if you want to call it that. My mother,
Journey.
so I'll tell the story so they know. I think you already know, but my mother, who turned 74 on May 3rd, sorry, Mom, decided that she was going to get in her car by herself and travel all 48 states at one time. So she left on May 3rd, her birthday, drove out of her garage, and she's traveling the country, going state to state. She has this pre-planned path that she's taking to make sure that she goes to every state, and there's something specific in each state. Like she was just in New York for a couple of days, and she went to Niagara Falls and stuff like that. So I met my mother in it was supposed to be in Philadelphia, and our plane got canceled, and so we ended up having to fly into Baltimore, Maryland. Now, I've never been on the East Coast before. Like, I've been to New York one time, but it was a layover because I was going to Europe, and I stayed in the airport. So,
wow.
Like, that's as much on the East Coast as I've ever been in my life. And so I'm like, well, we'll fly into Baltimore, Maryland, and just drive up to Philly, no big deal. Well, it really isn't a big deal. It's only a couple of hours, not that big a deal. And the Airbnb that we were staying in for a couple of nights was 2.5 hours north of Philly. So we were south of Philly by 2 hours, and we had to go 2.5 hours north to go to Philly.
Sounds like a lot of driving.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was, yeah. So the vacation ended up being a lot of traveling. And I guess, you kind of think vacation's about find a location and kind of put your roots down and then venture out from there. But yeah, like we were in Baltimore and then in Philly. We were in Philly for 3 days. Actually in Philadelphia, traveling from our Airbnb back to Philadelphia each day. So that's 5 hours of driving each day to get back in there. There's a whole story behind why that happened, and I won't go into that because it's long. But we left Philly finally and went to Coney Island in New York. So drove kind of around New York City out to Coney Island. We were there for, 2 or 3 hours. Played a couple of the little boardwalk games, and then left there and went to New Haven, Connecticut. So we stayed in New Haven, Connecticut. Went to Mark Twain's house.
Nice.
Yeah, guy lived in the early 1800s.
Yeah.
Went to his house. It's 11,500 square foot house in the 1800s, early 1800s. I mean, it was literally like one of the nicest. I was just really surprised. I was thinking, it's a little, 2-room shack that he wrote all of his books in, this little dark corner in the back. No, it was 3 floors, It's 11,000 square foot. It's got a little off-site house. It was pretty cool. Anyway, left there, went to, I believe, Boston next, and then from Boston to Rhode Island, from Rhode Island to New Hampshire, from New Hampshire to Maine. And so, yeah, every day was in the car at 9 o'clock, traveling to the next. So it wasn't like that traditional kind of vacation, but we had fun. Got to hang out with my mom, and I seen part of the country I've never been in, so it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But we met just a couple of days before I was leaving.
Right.
And we agreed to work together.
Uh-huh.
And I said, have a good time because I'm going to be gone for a week.
Yes.
So let me ask this question. Have you ever started a new job and then your boss left town for a week?
Absolutely not.
No?
Not only that, but I haven't started a job from home, working from home. So I was having to learn everything being at home, also while being sick because I had COVID.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's right.
So it was an exciting first week.
Yeah. So I left on late on a Thursday night, and the plan was that you were actually going to start the next Monday morning.
Correct.
And you were going to come into the office and be here for the team, and then you let me know, I think on Saturday, that probably
Sunday.
wasn't good Sunday because you had COVID. It's very convenient, but you did send.
Hey, I had the proof.
Yeah, you sent me a copy of a test, right?
Yep.
So I'm not sure it was really her test, but yeah, there's
had my name on it.
It did?
Yes.
I didn't even look at it.
I sent you all the details.
So you're starting a new job. You get COVID the day before you're supposed to go to the office. Your boss leaves town. He's not even in town. Don't even really know what to do.
Asking me to do things for him that I don't even know what the heck I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. So how'd it go? How was your first week?
It actually went better than I thought it would have. I communicated with the team. I communicated with you a lot, and you were able to help me navigate things.
Thank God for digital communication, right?
Seriously.
Because I'm not a big phone call person, right? So
No.
it's a good thing that text is around and that kind of way for us to talk. Yeah. So.
But I was just on my computer a whole bunch, but it worked out.
And I think at the same time you had a baby to take care of.
I sure did.
And
who
she wasn't
also
feeling
was
well.
sick.
Yeah. She actually got it first.
She got it first, and then I got it from her. So it was very interesting. Started out, went from 0 to 100 really, really quick. But I'm happy to be in the office now as opposed to being at home.
Good.
Because you're right across the way. I can just ask you a million questions right
just
here.
right outside the door, right? We still communicate digitally, but yeah, you're just right outside the door. So you've been a couple weeks on the team. So tell us what's your job description? What do you do as part of our team?
Well, I help out the agents with whatever they are needing. I help you out with whatever you're needing. Kind of just do as I'm told right now, but I'm learning a whole lot
as
about.
You're asked, right? Not as you're told. I don't like to look at it like I'm telling you to do things.
Yes, as I'm asked.
I
but
think
I'm happy
I
to
ask
do it
politely. Don't tell them that I'm a bossy boss like that.
He's not a bossy boss like that.
Oh yeah, look at that face. Not at all. Not at all.
No, you're great. You're great.
So, couple of weeks. So I'm just going to classify it as you're kind of the team mom, right? I mean, like if we need something, you help us get it done. And there's also a bunch of things that happen in real estate that you get to figure out how to make happen.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the real estate industry for coming up on 8 years now, but I think I've learned more in this past 2 weeks than I have in that entire time, at least as far as sales go.
Yeah, you weren't doing you weren't doing residential sales before. You were doing property management.
Correct.
Was that locally?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess I didn't realize if it was local or because you've lived in California recently.
I did. Yes.
And but you weren't doing property management there.
Not
in
property
Vegas.
management. I was a leasing administrator for the Irvine company.
That sounds like a very technical position.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? So, is that like a engineer but they're really the janitor? I mean,
no. No, I oversaw all of the leasing transactions for an apartment community that I worked at. So people wanted to come in and lease an apartment, and
so you'd help them fill out the application and
I wouldn't help them really fill out the application.
That's probably illegal.
I coordinated their move-ins.
But you gave them the application.
Nope. The leasing consultants gave them the applications.
Got it. You were the leasing
Administrator.
Okay.
Yes.
I got to write this shit down. Hold on. I can't keep track of all the titles. So, okay. I guess I didn't realize that you were doing that while you were in California, but you also were doing property management here.
Correct.
How did you get into property management? Like, why are you in the housing industry? You're quite young. I wouldn't think it would be something you'd be interested in.
Well, I was working at a retail shop, Charming Charlie, in high school.
Wait, do they sell hair
Jewelry.
clips and jewelry?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think they're even around anymore. There may
they
be
were
a
at
few
town Square?
Town Square, and they were here. I worked at the shop here at the district.
Oh, I didn't know. So we're at the district. Yeah, if you can see out the window, that's the district behind us. Yeah, I didn't know there was one here. I only knew of the one in Town Square because my daughters would take me there.
Yes. It was the place to go if you were.
We need to go to this Charming Charlie's place. Yeah. It was right by the organizing store there.
The
at
container
Town Square.
shop
Container
or something.
store.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was working there, and a coworker of mine used to work for this property management company, and she decided that she was going to go back and work for him, and she knew that I was trying to get out of retail. So she talked to her boss for me and set up an interview. We hit it off, and I learned a whole lot about property management, and I just really had a liking for it. So
interesting.
Kind of just
that boss probably didn't go on vacation the first week, though.
No, he didn't.
Did he ever go on vacation?
Here and there.
See what I mean? It's just really hard in this business to go on this vacation. Like I go out of town on the weekends quite a bit, but this going on vacation thing was really hard.
Yeah, no, I don't remember him going on that many vacations.
Extended type stuff. So you kind of like property management? You just stayed in the housing industry ever since? Yeah.
And then I worked for my brother-in-law, who is a residential appraiser, and enjoyed doing that as well.
So did you tell me about that? Did you go on appraisals with him? What did you do in that sense?
Yes. So I went on a couple different inspections with him. For the most part, I didn't, but just to get the experience, I did. He would bring the reports back, and I would mainly do data entry for him, but he would explain things along the way. So you probably have some insight on how things are appraised. Sure.
I'll have to pick your brain about that.
Yeah. Picking comparables, all of that.
Cool. And then you decided one day I'm going to get my real estate license.
Yeah, so that actually goes back to the property management company. My broker / property manager wanted me to get my license to hang at his office. I ended up going to school, but I stopped working for him, and I didn't pursue getting my license until I worked for the appraiser, my brother-in-law, and then I got my license in 2019.
So the appraiser, do you say, hey, brother-in-law, or does he have a name?
His name's Tod.
Tod.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my name.
It
wasn't me, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So, man, there's just a lot of us out there. I didn't realize there's so many Todds.
Sure are.
What?
Todd Chrisley.
Yeah, I don't know that name.
What?
Chrisley?
Yeah. Chrisley knows best.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't there some Chrisleys that just
too.
got thrown in jail or something for some kind of fraud or some kind of embezzlement or tax fraud or something?
I have no clue.
Yeah, Chrisley knows best, that guy and his wife. Yeah, they're in some kind of legal trouble right now.
Well, I guess they don't know best.
I do follow the Chrisleys. I do know that.
Oh.
I don't follow them, but I've seen that somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you have a license. You're actually a licensed realtor.
I am.
Okay. So I think that's good for people to know. You have a license. You kind of know what you're talking about.
Sure.
You're all important with that piece of paper certificate. So you've had that since, did you say 2019?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay. What haven't I asked you that you were thinking I was going to ask you?
You know what? I don't even know.
You're still just nervous?
I'm still just nervous.
You got to stop being nervous. Can you tell us about your daughter, or you don't want to?
Oh, of course. So I have a daughter. Her name is Evelyn Grace. She's 5.5 months old, and she is my entire world. She is absolutely precious.
Are you sleeping yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, I was there for a month. At 2 months, she started sleeping all the night, the entire night through. But I guess it was 2 months, and 4 months came around and she had major sleep regression that has only gotten worse.
I heard you say that a couple days ago, sleep regression, and I was like, shoot, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Dang, I have to Google what that is.
I think the moms watching this will know what I'm talking about. But
so that means the baby decided that they don't want to sleep all night now, and they wake up to eat or party or whatever
or
they
to
do.
just hang out. Yeah.
They want to be with their mom. That's all.
I
don't think it's a bad thing.
No, not at all. I may be like half awake whenever she wakes up, but no, I don't mind any minute that I get to spend with her.
So she's super cute. You brought her in a couple times.
Oh my gosh, she's the cutest baby you'll ever see.
Yeah,
I
you're
may
a
be
little
biased, but what?
I said you're a little biased, but no, she's
biased,
very cute.
She's cute, isn't she?
I actually, I got to meet her and she's super cute. And I'm kind of biased to babies too, so I think all babies are cute. So cool. So you got a lot of things on your plate. You're trying to handle a real estate team that is less than controllable, if I can say it that way. And,
it's a blast. I'm already enjoying everybody.
Good. So we're excited to have you. We'll have you on some more segments here and there when you have some input that you want to share or stories or anything else you want to share that we didn't talk about.
I think we pretty much covered it.
That's everything.
Yep, that's everything.
That's pretty short. All right, cool. Well, we're excited to have you.
Excited to be here.
We'll. By the way, we're trying to think of a nickname.
Call me Liz or Donna.
She wants Liz, but I don't know if I like Liz. I'm a little biased to the nickname Donna. So when I guess I should tell the story, right? I mean, do you want to tell it?
No,
you
don't
really
ahead.
know. Okay. So when we started talking about finding someone to fill your position, an agent on the team, Kyle, many of you have watched Kyle on here, was watching a show called Suits. And Suits is about a law firm and this guy, Harvey. If you haven't watched Suits, I think it's a great show. I'd already watched the whole series, and he come in one day excited. And it just happened to be when we were talking about getting this. And Harvey is an attorney, and he has an assistant, and her name's Donna. And I looked at him and I said, yeah, you get it. Now I'm looking for a Donna. Let's find Donna to fill this position because I need a Donna. And so if you watch it, you haven't watched it.
I have not. I've been busy working for you.
Do you watch TV? I mean, are you a TV watcher?
Sure, I watch TV.
Okay, you should watch Suits.
Okay.
There's I've actually started to watch it again. Just because I thought it was funny. We were looking for Donna, so I wanted to rewatch it.
Well, lo and behold.
It's 9 seasons, so it's quite long. But you really get a good sense of what Donna's capable of in like the first, 10 or 12 episodes.
Oh.
So you should watch it. Anyway, her nickname might end up being Donna. We'll see how that works out. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you watch this segment and you want to comment below, and give us some suggestions on nicknames and maybe how you came up with that. Mine is from the show Suits. We'll pick a winner and give out an Echo Dot or what is that thing called? A Google Nest?
Google Nest, yep.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of those sitting up there that we can hand out. So comment below. Make sure you kind of you like the page or subscribe or I don't know. I can't keep track of all
Always
the
subscribe.
Is that like a button at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the red button.
Down below. Hit the red button. And give us a comment, and then at some point we'll pick a winner, and we'll get you an Echo Dot or a Google Nest.
It's exciting.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
You can even do it, and you could win too. Let's see what you come up. But
okay.
Liz is not going to work.
Liz is not going to work.
No, that's always been your nickname. That's
been
not going to work.
X'd out.
We got to have something new and exciting.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right.